with me. So this particular customer took advantage of our holiday sale, and so just to get things going, she ordered our fall apron that says it's fall, y'all. And then she also ordered our Halloween apron, so she'll certainly be ready for Halloween for next year. And this one is so cute. You know, it says trick or treat. It's got the little pumpkin on it. And it's been a good seller for us for Halloween the last couple of years. And backing up to the it's fall, y'all, it is still fall. So you can use this one at the beginning of the season when the fall is just starting, the leaves are starting to change and that kind of thing. And then, of course, the next holiday that is hard upon us is going to be Thanksgiving. Now, I know you people over in Canada have already had your Thanksgiving, but ours is still to come. And so we've got this one that says thankful right here. And of course, all of these aprons have pockets on each side. And then extra long tie to make it one size fits most. And then of course you can tie the neck strings or the neck straps to make them fit where you need them to be. And then the last one that she ordered is one for Christmas. And this Christmas truck has been trending for us for several years. So we keep getting it in. And like I said, with all the other ones, there's a pocket on each side. You've got your extra long waist straps to make it one size fits most, as well as your extra long neck straps to make it one size fits most. So this customer is ready for 4 holidays, 2 that are coming up and 2 that have sort of passed, but she'll be ready in good shape for next year. So hey everybody, thank you for joining me. And then what else do we put in the orders? Well, we put in a card that says thank you on the back, and it's got all of my information for my YouTube channel and the Apron Diva and all of that. We also include another thank you card. Now this one is a coupon that gets you 10% off on your next order. So this goes in with every one. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know we like to put in little love notes with our orders. So we also put in an apron note. And this particular apron note says, having a routine reduces the chaos. Now we put these in randomly, so I don't know which note that person's going to get. So hopefully whatever note they get is just the one that they've been needing. But with the holidays coming up, this makes perfect sense. Having a routine reduces the chaos. So me and Miss Leona talked about routines and things to do to get your house ready for the holiday and all of that just last week. So this one is very apropos. And if you don't have a routine, if you miss those live streams, you can check them out. I'll link them below. And then I always put in a handwritten note to the individual. So I will put in a note that will just say something simple like, thank you so much for supporting Apron Diva. We really appreciate your patronage. So I'll go ahead and do that. We truly appreciate your patronage. So I'll do that. So if you've not gotten your holiday aprons yet, there's still time. There's still a few of them left. And then the next thing that I'll do, just to make sure I've got everything right, is that I will go through on my pick list just to make sure that I've got the things that they wanted. And it's accurate. And then I'll put my initials there. And then I will fold the pick list in half. and then put the goodies inside that she'll be getting. And so all of those things are in there. And then I will fold the aprons up so that they will fit in the package. Now this order has more aprons than will fit in the packaging that I normally use. So I'll have to use another bag to put them in. It's not quite as pretty, but it does the job. So I get them folded up. Like so. So let me know if you've got your Christmas or your Thanksgiving aprons just yet. And if you started working on your holiday plans, shopping for Thanksgiving or Hanukkah or whatever. And we do have a Hanukkah apron. I think we still have a one or two left, but it wasn't in this order. So I also like to put on a little hang tag that my admin made for me, and some of my customers like to take these off and use them as little bookmarks, and that works out just fine. All right, and it just dawned on me I forgot to get out a little protector bag. So then I like to put the aprons in a bag like this. So now one of the things that I like to do for the Christmas season is do 12 days of Christmas aprons. So let me know if you guys want to see that. If you want to see me do that, I can certainly do that. And I'll just go ahead and put her paperwork in this first one. And I like to use these cellophane bags because just in case the bag gets wet or anything like that, your item is protected. We take extra care with our pieces. So now this is our fall apron, and it just says it's fall, y'all. And it still is fall. Our leaves are really starting to turn here. So on this one, you've got leaves that are gold, and you've got some of the reds. And that's exactly what we have in our area right now. Our maple trees and all the other trees are just really turning, and they're absolutely beautiful. I really love fall in Indiana just because it's so colorful. And the weather can change any day. Like it could be nice and warm and you're outside with just a lightweight sweater. And then the next day you got your winter coat because it's gotten a little bit chillier. That's the way it is in Indiana. We have a saying that if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes because it'll change. Which is actually the truth. It will change. If you don't like it, just wait 5 minutes. But tell me how you guys are doing for the Thanksgiving holiday. Do you already have your Thanksgiving apron? Because of course, if you're doing any baking, any cooking, anything like that, you're gonna wanna have something to protect your clothing. And we say at Apron Diva that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory because it keeps you clean and mess-free, whether you're cooking, baking, cleaning, gardening, or crafting. An apron keeps you nice and neat. I probably could have folded this one up a little bit smaller. But we have, I believe, all of our holiday aprons are on sale right now. So if you've not picked one up, now's the time to do that. And several people have been taking advantage of that. Have been taking advantage of that to get their holiday aprons picked up. And then of course you can always use them for gifts. So now Let me know, do you guys want to see me do the 12 days of Christmas aprons? Let me know. So I can't really read those responses yet. As soon as I get this packed, I can come over a little closer and see what people are actually saying. I'm at a certain age now, so my vision isn't quite as good as it used to be. So I can't really read what people are saying. So hopefully everybody out there is being nice and we don't have any bad actors leaving naughty comments. So I'm working on my Thanksgiving video right now. And what I did was I went to Aldi's and I was taking advantage of their $40 Thanksgiving deal, but I was going to spend less than $40. So you guys will have to check out that video this Saturday because I'll have that up. And then Miss Leona did the Walmart $40 deal. And her video came out last Friday, I believe, last week. So you have to be sure to check that out. I'll try to remember to link both of them in the description box below. Now it's not linked just yet, but I'll get them linked. And then Saturday. Oh my goodness, Saturday, the dynamic duo, who is me and Miss Leona, we were together and we were baking. We were doing retro Thanksgiving desserts. And one of the ones that I made was a Southern Classic Coca-Cola cake. And oh my goodness, was that delicious. And so I do show you how to make that. The other thing that I made was apple dumplings. Apple dumpling roll-ups is what they were. And I will have to say, I've been having a little trouble with dough lately. And my roll-ups, it's like they split right in the middle. So when I put them on the baking sheet, they were like rolling all over the place and the sauce was everywhere. I thought, okay, these puppies are going into a set of ramekins. So that's what I did. I got a pancake turner, picked them up and put them in a ramekin, put each of them in individual ramekin dishes, and they turned out fine. But now you're talking about delicious. Oh my goodness. My sister came by and had some of the Coca-Cola cake. And she's like, this is delicious. Now, I had not made that before. Coca-Cola cakes are a Southern classic. And again, like I said, they're vintage, so I had not made that before. Now, my grandma and my cousin used to make 7-Up cakes. But I've not had a Coca-Cola cake. And it reminds me of a Texas sheet cake, only the chocolate is a bit richer. But oh my goodness, was it delicious. And we had a good time. Miss Leona made a Mississippi mud cake. And then of course, a classic, another Southern classic, sweet potato pie. So needless to say, I got all these desserts here at the house. So, okay, so now I've got these 4 pieces packed like they ought to be. I'll set that over there. And then these little strips that come off, they just stick to you. And then I have to use a bag like this. Now, typically, I would use either this bag from the Postal Service, called this Priority Mail, or I would use one of the floral bags that I like for Apron Diva, which is in here somewhere. Well, I don't see it, but I would use one of those. However, these 4 pieces will not fit in that. So I will need to use this bag, which is not quite as pretty. But it gets the job done. so then I can get all of these in here without any trouble. So like I said, this particular customer is going to be all set for the holidays. Then I get this peeled off. And then I had to put a little extra Scotch tape right on the sides just to make sure that they stay sealed. You know, I don't want them catching on something as they're going through the, whatever they put them, some kind of, there. So they're on here, and then the label is on right there. So now, I'm gonna be heading out the door and getting these to the post office as soon as I wrap up this particular thing. So now let me come over here. There's my hand so you can still see me. There. So let's see who's here and see what people have to say. And all right, so Amy Lou Luna says, hey, hugs and love from Indiana's beautiful designs. How do I get one? You know, I'll put my link in the description box below, but it's www.aprondiva.com. So all you gotta do is go to the website and you can just order one. But yeah, and you're from Indiana too. Tell me where you are in Indiana. I'm in Fort Wayne, so hello, fellow Hoosier. And then 12 Skies says that she loves these. Claire Campbell says, thank you for all your tips and advice. You know what, Claire? You are quite welcome. Me and Miss Leona have, our mission is to help young homemakers or even seasoned homemakers get something sorted out, get it figured out so that you can create the home that you wish to have. We want you to have that home that's warm, cozy, and nurturing. And whether you're male or female, if you're creating a warm, nurturing space in which to live, you're a homemaker. It's not 1950 anymore. So we're not just talking about housewives, but we're talking about anyone that's creating a place in which to live. So you're a homemaker, and we want to provide the tips that you need to do that. So you're welcome for that. Hey, Judy Michelle. And Amy Lou says, yeah, fall is her favorite season, but it is chaotic weather here in Indiana. And you know what? Fall is my favorite season too, because in the fall, not only is it just so pretty with all the changes of colors of the leaves and all of that, but Thanksgiving is in the fall, and I love the Thanksgiving holiday. That is my favorite holiday. And it is because it's a time when families come and they gather together just to be thankful, just to celebrate what they have. Not what we want to have, but just to remember when they were younger, remember people that have gone on, eat some good food, just to have a good time. So I love Thanksgiving. So how do you feel about that? Judy says yes to the 12 days of Christmas aprons, please. Okay, Bathsheba. Oh, Bathsheba, you missed it Saturday. And I know you're busy on Saturday mornings, but when we did that baking, girl, if you had seen me making those roll-ups, you would have had a good laugh. But we had a good time. So if you missed the live stream, please check out me and Miss Leona, the dynamic duo, when we did our live baking. Yes, I am packing this up with love. Hey, Luann, it is so good to see you. It's always nice to see you. So Bathsheba says she's ordered 3, and then we'll be ordering more. Right now, Bathsheba, we've got our holiday aprons. I believe they're all on sale. I'm going to be checking with Blue Skies in a little bit, but I believe they're all on sale. So do check that out. Betty Johnson here from Connecticut. Oh, so Bathsheba said you were there and caught it at the end. Girl, did you see me trying to slice up them roll-ups? Oh, my goodness. But let me tell you, they tasted absolutely delicious. I ended up putting them in a ramekin My husband has eaten 2 of those already. He really enjoyed them. So hopefully you guys are all set and and enjoyed watching me pack that order. I want to thank you guys for dropping by. And so let me know, have you started getting your house together for Thanksgiving? Because it'll be here before you know it. I believe today is November 3rd. So Thanksgiving will be here before you know it, and then you'll be rushing around. So do take your time, take advantage of checking out Miss Leona's community tab. She's got some things that she's putting on there to help you prepare for the holiday season where you're not chaotic and crazy. So do check that out. And so I want to thank all you guys for joining me. And then Bashua says she saw me make the Coca-Cola cake. Let me show you guys what this Coca-Cola cake looks like. I'm going to grab it real quick. I just got it right here because I was putting some things up in the freezer because look at this. You're talking about chocolatey goodness. And the Coca-Cola just gives it a little extra. It was just so good. And I ended up having some people come over for dinner yesterday, for Sunday dinner, because I thought I had made all these desserts. And I thought, okay, somebody's got to eat this stuff. And so Amy Lou says it looks like brownies. It's much richer than brownies, and you got that frosting. When I made it, and well, when I saw the picture of it, I thought it reminds me of a Texas sheet cake. But there's something about that Coca-Cola in the batter and in the frosting that just gives it a little bit different flavor. And oh my goodness, it is so moist and rich. Luann, it tastes absolutely divine. Have that with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. I don't think you want to go with hot chocolate on this one because you got death by chocolate with that already. So, but coffee or tea, and oh my goodness, it does look really good. So again, thank you guys for joining me, and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get to the post office so I can get this in the mail, and I'm going to get on with my day. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget, check us out this Wednesday. We're going to be on Miss Leona's channel, and she's got something good planned for you already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.